We've still got some time left over this summer, so how about we swing by the Cartoon Summer Resort? Oh, we can't. The bus is blocking the way. Well, better go find the key so the mayor can move it. You can already tell, this is a very old game. Cartoon Network's website was full of games like this back in the day, and I played tons of them. So I thought it would be fun to cover a few of them. This is one of the most memorable for me, even if it's clunky and monotonous even for its time. It comes in 4 episodes, which I'll cover as one since they're all functionally the same. I'm also going to take the liberty of muting the in-game audio from here on out, because all it is the same pitter-patter, and that same jaunty but repetitive soundtrack. Let me find some suitable royalty-free music that fits the vibe just as well. Okay, that's better. In each episode, there's a different dilemma to deal with. In the first episode, the water pump is busted, so the pool can't be filled, and Buttercup needs a wrench to fix it. It's up to you to find the wrench and get 5 items to plug up the leaks in the pipe. In episode 2, Dexter's tennis robot has gone haywire, and he needs a suit of armor to get close enough to fix it, plus 5 things to plug up the cannons. In episode 3, the volcano on the island is about to erupt, and you need to rescue the 5 animals to get the 5 stones to unlock the passage to the cave to find and rescue Courage the Cowardly Dog. Noticing a pattern yet? In episode 4, the disco ball is missing and you need to match up the girls with the guys they want to dance with. And, you guessed it, there's 5 girls and 5 guys. To make all that happen, you need to go around and do favors for all the resort's patrons, all of whom hail from old Cartoon Network shows. Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Cow and Chicken, frickin' Mike, Lou, and Og. Does anyone remember that show other than me? I didn't even really watch it and I still remember it. Can't really say the same for the playable characters. I kinda remember Uncle Gus and Longhair, but not Vivian or Prickles. These guys all came from proof of concept pilots in Cartoon Network's Big Pick in 2000. Cartoon Network aired a whole bunch of pilots and let viewers decide which one they wanted to become a full series. Obviously, none of these 4 made the cut because the winner that year was The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Excellent choice, I might add. Back to the game though, it's pretty simple stuff. One fetch quest after another. Sometimes what you're looking for is hidden somewhere on the map. Sometimes you need to visit a shop or something. Usually you have to move the fountains to find something, which really irritates the groundskeeper. Please do not move the fountains. For Pete's sake, don't move the fountains! For the last time, move the fountains not! Fine, go ahead and move the fountains. See if I care. I quit. So you can tell the writers had some fun, but there are some discrepancies. Eustace isn't nearly as mean as he should be, which is weird because pretty much everyone else's dialogue fits just fine. Frightening Courage is pleasurable. Therefore, I wish to scare him good. Scaring him good is what I will do. But first, I will need the monster mask to do so. Please locate one, so that I might scare him and experience the pleasure that I have already mentioned just now. That was fun. Anyway, the game isn't without its arbitrary nonsense. It's not a hard game, but it does get silly at times. When rescuing the animals from the volcano, you can only carry one at a time. I understand with the ostrich, koala, and monkey, but the beetle and the lizard? In episode 4, you need to find a shovel so you can dig for treasure. So where the hell is it? It's here. Yeah, right there. The one that looks like it's just part of the background. And don't even get me started on the teleportation crabs. Other than that, most of it is just getting clues from the other characters and using basic intuition. I'm kind of embarrassed I initially struggled with these games back then, but like I've said before, I was a little slow on the uptake at the time. Though it is easy to hate your younger self, isn't it? Cartoon Summer Resort is not a good game, but it's a neat little time capsule. Well, that's all I have to say about that one, but we're not done yet. Next up, we've got Courage the Cowardly Dog in Creep TV. Courage the Cowardly Dog was a show that could get scary and traumatizing. 3 words. You're not perfect. If you know, you know. Creep TV is actually pretty damn tame compared to what they had on the show. It's a shockwave game made to look like a Super Nintendo RPG. It begins with Courage hearing a loud rumbling, and if you do the tutorial, he he decides to feed himself because he thinks it's his stomach growling. Well, at least he's not hungry anymore, but that rumbling hasn't stopped. Time to investigate. Of course, it's not going to be that easy because the room is blocked from the other side, so we gotta find another way in. No way in through the dining room, but there is a magazine with a coupon for a fancy new can opener. Might as well take it. Going out and around the house and entering through the back door, now we know why we couldn't get in through the kitchen. Scaring the poltergeist into the TV, we go over there and find that Muriel and Eustace are trapped in there somehow. Just another day in nowhere. From here, it's a quest to figure out how to get him out. The remote needs new batteries, and so the journey begins. Courage's computer is there to offer hints if you're so inclined. Well, usually. But once again, this isn't an especially difficult puzzle to crack. That ad for the can opener says it comes with fresh batteries, so I think you can already tell where this is going. Embarrassingly, where I got stuck was when Courage discovered a poltergeist fascinated by flushing the toilet and needed some way to get into the basement to shut the water off. What I needed was some kind of mechanical opener to pry open the basement door. Kinda like, I don't know, the can opener that I just ordered? Although in my defense, would that really work? That seems like a little bit of a stretch in terms of logic. With the water shut off, the poltergeist loses interest, and we can get the key to the truck out of Eustace's pants pocket. And that means we can get the screwdriver out of the truck. Take the batteries out of the opener and put them in the remote, and now we can try the TV again. And when we do, we end up on the set of some cooking show. We take the knife since it could come in handy, but when the host returns, he's not happy with our intrusion, so we'll just nope on out of here. Now it's time to head up to the attic to try to fix the antenna. Poltergeist starts swarming us, but we're ready for him this time. Losing isn't actually possible since the poltergeists can't actually kill Courage. They just spook him into passing out. But it is cathartic to get your revenge as they try to swarm around you. Alright, showtime. Turns out the poltergeists want contestants and an audience for their game show on Channel 13, hardy har har. They steal your remote and subject you to some of the most groaningly obvious quiz show questions ever conceived. Once that's over, we're let out of the booth, but they don't give us the remote back, and it's up to us to find another way to take Channel 13 off the air. Permanently. I think it's time to cut off their cable subscription. Once that's taken care of, it's back to nowhere, a job well done. And that concludes our broadcast day. Up, that was a joke, don't click off yet, there's one more game to cover. The last game on our list is The Envelopes Please. It was released just a year after Creep TV and features the same pseudo-retro art style. The Cartoon Network cast are about to host an awards show, but all the envelopes went missing. Johnny Bravo sends IR Baboon to go round them up. We've got another monotonous soundtrack here, so I'm just gonna replace it. You're not missing much in the sound department. As with many other games of its ilk, you start off with a very basic lock and key situation. You're stuck here until you can figure out how to get Magilla to give you a VIP pass so that Eustace will let you through. Oh look, here's our first envelope. There's a platter of goodies on the stage for some reason. So if you feed Magilla one, he'll give you a VIP pass, and then Eustace will let you through. And hey, why don't we give him a snack while we're at it? This game is another time capsule. There's a whole array of characters from Cartoon Network, Hanna-Barbera, and elsewhere that fell out of relevance ages ago. When's the last time you ever saw Top Cat in anything? Everyone's just vibing back here. Even characters that are normally villainous are apparently pretty chill off camera. Sometimes they'll give you a key to help you search otherwise locked rooms for envelopes or other useful things. Sometimes you need to steal from their rooms just to help somebody else. It's all in the name of finding those envelopes. It's also a little dynamic because some areas will become repopulated as you progress. As for finding the envelopes, it's a bit of a scavenger hunt. Some are obvious, others you have to poke around because they're not immediately visible, which means you'll be interacting with every little bit of scenery you can find. But there's only 10 envelopes and there's only so much space you have to explore. You should be able to find everything in 10 minutes tops. So there you go, 3 Cartoon Network flavored games from my childhood. There's plenty more than just these, but that's for another time. I'll see you in the next episode.